Hey friends, I did not plan to make this video at all, but I guess the news and leak information are coming out with such frequency, it almost makes it hard to keep it up. While we may got spoiled a little bit with all those great predictions, once in a while we do deserve a cold shower. Seems like that Apple made a decision that goes against our expectations and our hopes, at least for a majority of us. But keep watching this video and I'll explain why some of the changes, or lack of such, in essence should not surprise us. Question for you: how bad you want the iPad mini with more modern, improved design? Please answer in the comment section below. Now the intro, and let's go. Hi guys, and welcome to Digital Marketing Channel. My name is Marco and this is your weekly fix of tech news, leaks, rumors and opinions, everything about Apple and their competitors. If you want to be up to date with latest and future Apple products, subscribe now, leave a comment below, hit the like button and don't forget to enable notifications so you don't miss the next video. I have to admit that majority of us was overly enthusiastic about possible upcoming Apple releases. Sometimes it can backfire. So suddenly you end up slightly disappointed? Well, maybe this term is a bit too harsh. When you have a product like iPad Air 4 behind us, you expect that the similar trend continue with other devices. Okay, we knew that 2020 standard iPad will be released with more conservative approach and minimal or no physical changes. This will most likely mirror with the upcoming 9th generation as well. However, with the iPad mini, we wanted to see more, and it wasn't without a reason. It is not new that iPad mini was kinda carrying some in-between design between the Air and a regular iPad, occasionally looking like it's borrowing something from one model, then in some instances from the other one. Therefore, we did have a foundation to hope for some more up-to-date changes with the next iPad mini. However, let's go back to the basics. I mean, iPad mini is, and it always was, smaller version of standard iPad, even if it's more expensive with laminated display like the one on iPad Air. Let's share some good info first. If you've been following tech news and various news reports, you have probably noticed that March is getting mentioned over and over again as a month for a couple of Apple's product releases. It looks like that iPad mini 6 is also part of that launch month. This update comes from none other than Mako Takara, Japanese website, that reveals that we could see the next generation of iPad mini already in the first half of the year. This makes March our favorite pick of the year. Another solid update will be already anticipated increase in display size. It appears that iPad mini 6 will showcase 8.4-inch screen. There you go. It would be great now if you can hit the thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you. So what are those so-called bad news? Well, folks from Mako Takara had to say something about potential redesign of the upcoming iPad mini. Or should I say lack of such? No, it's not. There will be a redesign, but not in a way that we were hoping for. According to this portal, the next-gen mini will receive similar makeover to iPad Air 3rd generation, which is essentially identical design language that will be introduced with 9th generation of standard iPad, also coming this year. Do I have to remind you about Touch ID and the good old home button? Do I? Does that mean for sure there will be no mini LED iPad mini in this year? It's heading in that direction. But this should not be seen as something very bad, because if you look from one point of view, a regular iPad and iPad mini are progressing and inheriting form factor of higher class devices, in this case iPad Air. So if it doesn't happen this year, not everything is lost. I do have to mention there are users out there who don't even need iPad mini redesign and are perfectly happy the way it looks like even now. And that's perfectly understandable because obviously there are some advantages. But that's not the end of the bad news. You recall those beautiful wishes that maybe the iPad mini will say bye-bye to the Lightning port? that also will not happen. And shouldn't be strange considering everything that I've mentioned here today. Truth to be told, all of this sudden information is tempting me to go back and to reanalyze predictions about this device specs, but I still believe that the A14 Bionic will be better suited as a chip for this specific iPad, unless Apple really wants to go and do something crazy with A13, like what we are expecting with the upcoming 9th gen iPad, but that should lower the price in one way or another, or at least keep it the same. Yet, in such a terrible scenario, this could mean one thing: we will not have to wait a long time to see its replacement. Maybe. And maybe then we will finally witness what we were hoping for this year. As it turns out, maybe things will not be that bad after all. It's a long year, and who knows what may surprise us. Oh, keep in mind that the accuracy rating on Apple Track for Mako Takara is around 60-65% if I recall. So none of this is 100% certain. That's it, friends. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for watching Digital Marketing Channel. My name is Marco. Talk to you soon. Have an excellent day. Bye. Subscribe now. Leave a comment below. Hit the thumbs up. If you want to be up to date with latest and future Apple products, hit the thumbs up. If you want to be up to date with future and latest, and future Apple products, subscribe now. Leave a comment below, hit the like button, and don't forget to enable. If you want to be up to date with latest and future Apple products, subscribe now. Leave a comment below, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. I have to admit that majority of us was overly enthusiastic about possible upcoming Apple releases. I have to admit majority of us was overly excited. I have to admit that how bad you want the iPad mini, and enthusiastic about possible upcoming future. I have to admit that majority of us was overly I have to admit that majority of us was overly enthusiastic. We knew that the iPad 2020. We knew that 2020 iPad. We knew that 2020 standard